Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown here with Ink and Inspirations. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, we're going to be making a fun fold card that I think you're going to love. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, and then when someone shared the directions with me, I thought, oh, that is so cool and easy. So I'm going to show you that this evening. But first, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you will, during the premiere, if you'll over here in the chat section, just say hello and where you're watching from. I'm glad to have you here. If you're watching the replay or the recording, thank you so much. And let's get started. So before we get into crafting, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about August and Stampin' Up. Right now, if you placed an order in July of $50 or more, or in increments of $50 and earned some of those $5 bonus coupon codes, now is the time to redeem them. They will expire August the 31st, so you want to be sure and place an order now so you can enter in those codes. Now those codes were sent to you via Stampin' Up! In an email, okay? And there's several letters and numbers long, I think mostly letters, and then a hyphen, and then some more letters, and that's one code. And so when you enter those in, be sure you enter in one at a time if you're copying and pasting, so that they don't jumble all together, okay? So there is a new online ordering system. I know when it first went live, it was new to a lot of people, well, new to everyone really, and some different things. So one thing I want to mention is that some people were having trouble with the search feature. And like if you know the item number or the name of the product that you're searching for, up in the upper right corner, there's a little magnifying glass. Click on that and the box will open and you just type it in and then it will pop up. And you'll notice the photographs are larger of the product and the samples are larger. It's really great. Now, if you're shopping with me, be sure you look up in the upper left corner and it should say Lisa Solis Brown. And so that way you know that you're in my store, okay? All right, I'm going to do some sharing of Happy Mail. So let me flip the camera down and then we'll get started with that. Okay, I have some happy mail, some pretty cards that I wanted to share with you that I received recently. This one is from one of my team members, Carol, and I love the way she's layered up these punches here with its beautiful, that looks like Blackberry Bliss behind that stamped image. So pretty. And this one is from another friend. It's a belated birthday card. And my favorite thing about this card is a combination of Real Red and Daffodil Delight. I think that is just gorgeous. This one is from my friend Pam, and it is using the Bird and Branches bundle. It is so pretty. And look at this Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. And just so pretty. Love that little bird. And then the inside, she just used a strip of designer paper and a crumb cake cardstock backing behind her note. So thank you, ladies. And I also have another card that was the inspiration for tonight's or this video's project. And look at this. It is a twisted gatefold. I mean, how fun is that? And it is not difficult at all. So for this project, let me show you. We're going to be using the Beautiful Autumn bundle that features this stamp set, as well as 3 of these mid-size punches. And so we have an acorn and 2 leaves. Let's see if I can get that without a glare. There's that one and that to coordinate with the images in the stamp set, but a bonus is it coordinates with some of the designer paper that is in that suite and I'm using this evening. And this is the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. And look at these colors and the metallics in here. And I want to point out this print, metallic print with those leaves and acorn, and then this one with the colors from the designer paper. The punches coordinate with that, and I'll be using that tonight too. Beautiful assembly of papers. I think you will love it for your fall crafting. So let's get started. Let me show you the card. Here's this one that I've used, the designer paper, and also the metallic. Let's see. Yeah, the metallic, brushed metallic. There we go. The brushed metallic in the mini catalog that just went live, and it has copper, bronze, and gold in there, I believe, and I use the copper with a subtle embossing folder here. Okay, so let me show you how to put this together. All right, we are going to start with a piece of knit macaron cardstock. Okay, and it is cut at 4 1/4 by 7 1/2. Let me get that in the screen where you can see it. And we're going to score it at 2 1/2 and 5. Okay. I'm going to keep my scoring tool out and bring my trimmer back in. And then, let me move this out of the way. We're going to do some diagonal scores, and so we want to go from the right corner of these two end sections, right corner down to that corner, right corner down. Okay, so you can do this with your scoring blade on your trimmer, but I've had better success looking and seeing what I'm doing by just using the track and scoring that way. So here we go again. This is what we need for it to look like, okay? So let's put the point up there and the scoring edge down here. Let me move this up so you can see. All right, right there, and then line it up and want it to stay still. So you've got the point in the track and then the score in the track, okay? And then I'm just going to come from that corner and go straight down. Okay, let's do it again on this other end piece. So I'm going to get the scoring mark at the top, the point at the bottom, and then I always have to readjust. Be sure you eyeball. It's kind of look both ways before crossing the street. Look at both ends before you make the score and make sure they're lined up with that track. Okay, and then hold it steady and go on down. All right, so now that's all the scoring. So let's fold this and fold back. And I've got some that I've tried to burnish really well off to the side, so I may be using those. And then fold here and give it a good crease. Okay, and so there's the base of the card. So simple. Okay, all right, so I've been playing with this one to get it really good and crisp creases, and use that bone folder to make it nice and folded. And so we're going to work with the papers that go on the outside of the card here. Okay, so I have a piece of designer paper, 2 1/4 by 4, a piece of the metallic, 2 1/4 by 4. Okay, so we need to cut these, but there's a certain way to do this because you want the angle and the print to be the right print showing at the right angle. Okay, so for here, let's see, it depends on how I want it. Okay, so we want to cut this piece here that's going to go on this side, and then here we want to cut it from the left corner going down, because this is the top of my paper. I want the leaves going up, and then we're going to put this in the track, and so it's the left corner going down, and that's going to give us 2 pieces. Okay, just slice it like that, and we're going to go ahead and secure those to the card. So I'm using liquid glue, but you could use Stampin' Seal. I want to be able to wiggle this around if I need to, okay? So let's just put that there. Okay, it's a good tight fit there. All right, and then we're going to go over here and put this triangle. Love this paper, and when I saw that the metallics had copper in it to match these leaves, I thought I have to use it. It's just so pretty. Okay, there we go there. Now we have this piece that's going to go here. So we're going to go from the top right down to the corner. Okay. All right, so let me line that up. Point in the track. Check both ends each time you wiggle it a bit. And hold it still and slice. Okay, let's get these put on. So pretty. I love this card, and it fits in one of our medium-sized envelopes. And I already have one ready to go, so you can see how it will fit. Oops. I'm bad about getting glue on my fingers and then get it on my metallics. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to hold that just a minute. And now we're going to embellish. I'm going to go ahead and do the inside. And the neutral for this paper that's coordinates is Very Vanilla. And it's also 2 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to take the sentiment, "My heart is grateful for you." Okay. And I'm going to stamp that right in the center here. Just like that. Okay, I want to stamp that again. So I'm going to get another piece of Very Vanilla. Some scrap here in my scrap drawer. And I'm going to stamp this again because I'm going to use this sentiment for the outside, but I'm just going to use the "for" and "you." Okay, so I'm going to cut that out in a bit. Let me get this closed for now. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to embellish this a bit. So I pointed out the metallic leaves and acorn in the designer paper. So I've got, see, little scraps here that I've cut strategically from a strip that I have here so that I can angle my punch in to punch it out. Naturally, your punch is not going to reach that far in to punch that, so you would have to cut out, and that's what I've done here. So let's take this leaf, and that's in copper, and I want to punch 2 of the leaves. So let's do that one. And then I have one here for this other leaf, and I'm just going to slide that in. That's kind of small to be punching, so let's not make it difficult on myself. I don't know what I was thinking. What I can do is put a handle on this, so, and I'll show you. I'm going to cut a scrap strip of this cardstock. I'm going to take this and take my Stampin' Seal and just put a little bit there, and then I'm going to attach it. Let's see, I want it to go like this. I'm going to slide it in so I can punch it, okay? Oh, let me see here. See how that is? And I have something to hold it with. There we go. So there's those 2, and that's a trash. So now I am going to take this and just put it here on the inside to dress it up a bit. And we can go ahead and put that on the inside of our card. So so excited for this new catalog to go live. And I have another order that came in today that I have not even opened. And I am so excited to play with it. So be looking for more. Okay, so there's that. And then while I have this out, I'm going to use this little acorn on the outside of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and punch it and keep my fingers crossed that I don't lose it. So I'm going to put it on a piece of black right here. And it will be ready to go in a minute. Okay, let's see what's next. I have 2 die cuts here. I've used the Tasted Labels dies. Get this out. These 2 circles here, okay, that's just like Diana used. And I'm going to stamp on this very vanilla circle, and then this one's going to be used to mount the acorn that I just punched with the 4U that we'll fussy cut out, okay? So let me get a piece of scrap paper, and we're going to do some stamping on here, and I want to stamp off. So I've got some scrap paper here. Here's Cajun Craze ink, and these come in the outline stamp and then the solid stamp, okay, for the 2 leaves, and then the acorn is the same way. And so when I do that, you see how I have 2 stamps mounted on the same block? I can see through, and you have to be careful, because when you don't center your stamp on the block, sometimes your pressure is not right. So you have to be careful, but I'm going to test it anyway when I stamp off. Okay, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stamp here. All right, now I'm going to flip it and get the outline of the leaf and put it over top. Photopolymer, yes. All right, I'm going to put another one of these here. So I'm going to stamp the solid, stamp off, and I want to be sure and not rock it, because the stamp is on this side of the block, okay? And then let's put one, let's turn it a bit, because I'm going to put another leaf in between. Okay, and then let's do the outline. Aren't these pretty? And you see, you get your 2 tones of color with 1 ink pad by stamping off. All right, let's set that aside. Now I'm going to get crumb cake. Let me put this out of the way here. Crumb cake ink. And I'll get this leaf and stamp off. Okay, I need to do that again because I rocked it. I need to put even pressure, and then there. Then the outline and over top. Okay, let's do it again. Solid, even pressure, stamp, and then we'll do the outline. There we go. Okay, so now that's ready. Let me set this aside. And I am going to take this little circle here, and I'm going to glue it over top where those stamped images show. That's going to go over here like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just on one side of the circle. Like that. Okay. Set that aside and let it dry. Let's go ahead and fussy cut the 4U out. So let's go over top. There's U. I like to use sentiments this way. You can cut them apart and use them just like this, and you don't have to worry. I don't worry about if it's exactly straight or not. You know, it's your beautiful handmade creation. And this works a lot of times when you need it to say just something just right. Okay. Okay, I want to cut straight across there. Cut that little tip off. I've been out here in the studio for quite a while, and I told my 90-year-old dad is staying with us right now, and I told him, I said, okay, I'll be through at 3. And what time is it? So anyway, it's been a while, but I just wanted to get this done so I could share it with you. Okay, so there's for you, and then remember this that we punched? I'm going to put that right there. Where's my finished card? There it is. I put it on the bottom on this one. Let's see. I think I'm going to do that because I don't want to cover up that pretty leaf. It all works. Okay. I'll let that sit just a minute and move this out of the way. And let's see. I want to show you the envelope. I took a very vanilla envelope, and you can stamp on it, and I may do that in a minute, but cut a 6 by 2.5 strip of designer paper and just layer it over top, and then you just cut off the excess. Makes for a really pretty surprise on the back of your envelope. Okay, let's go ahead and put this in, and it's going to go. I'm trying to decide if I want to put it angle. I'm trying to see how Diana did hers. Hers is pretty much straight up because we call that top. So I'm going to do this. So you just want to put glue on the 1/2, and then the other half will overlap the other side of the front. Come on, glue. Okay. Oh, hold it. I like to use liquid glue on the metallics because it's a good stick. And you could use a Stampin' Seal Plus. I don't have mine handy. That would work too. So you see how pretty that card is? And then when you put it in the envelope, it goes in straight, just like that. And look at that. Perfect. Okay, let's stamp something on the outside of the envelope. You know what? I have some leaves here that are stamped that I can use. That looks like it's punched from the designer paper, but that would work. Let's do that. A little touch of fun on the front. I think I'm going to do that. And then I have this acorn, however you say it. Different people say it different ways, and I'm going to put that right there. Okay. Let me spread this out here so you can see. There is our card for today. I hope you will give that a try. It's fun to make, okay? Just make sure you line up those diagonals in the track so you can get it just right and make that beautiful fold. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. The details for this should be on my blog, if not tonight in the morning. And also the link for that, if you're on YouTube, will be in the description. Okay? Thank you so much. Let me know if I can help you with anything. If you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to serve you. I have a few of my mini catalogs left that I can send out, so let me know if you're interested and would like to shop with me, and I will get one in the mail to you if you're in the U.S. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.